The young gopis, the young gopis took the greatest pleasure in seeing Govinda come home, since for them even a moment without his association seemed like 100 ages. Their minds absorbed in thoughts of him, their minds absorbed in thoughts of him, they conversed about him, acted out his pastimes, and felt themselves filled with his presence. They completely forgot about their homes as they loudly sang the glories of Krishna's transcendental qualities. What austerities must the gopis have performed? With their eyes, they always drink the nectar of Lord Krishna's form, which is the essence of loveliness and is not to be equaled or surpassed. The loveliness is the only abode of beauty, fame, and opulence. It is self-perfect, ever fresh, and extremely rare. The ladies of Vraja are the most fortunate of women because, with their minds fully attached to Krishna and their throats always choked up with tears, they constantly sing about him while milking the cows, winnowing grain, churning butter, gathering cow dung for fuel, riding on swings, taking care of their crying babies, sprinkling the ground with water, cleaning their houses, and so on. By their exalted Krishna consciousness, they automatically acquire all desirable things. When the gopis hear Krishna playing his flute as he leaves Raja in the morning with his cows or returns with them at sunset, the young girls quickly come out of their houses to see him. They must have they must have performed many pious activities to be able to see him as he walks on the road, his smiling face mercifully glancing upon them. I am not able to pay my debt. I am not able to repay my debt for your spotless service, even within a lifetime of Brahma. Your connection with me is beyond reproach. You have worshipped me, cutting off all domestic ties. The minds of the gopis, dear gentle Uddhava, go to Vraja and give pleasure to our parents and also relieve the gopis suffering in separation from me by giving them my message. The mind of those gopis are always absorbed in me and their very lives are ever devoted to me. For my sake, they have abandoned everything related to their bodies, renouncing ordinary happiness in this life, as well as religious duties necessary for such happiness in the next life. I, I alone am their dear most beloved, and indeed their very self. I personally sustain such devotees who, for my sake, give up all worldly duties. My dear Uddhava, for those women of Gokula, I am the most cherished object of love. Thus, when they remember me, why am who am so far away, they are overwhelmed by anxiety of separation. The residents of Vrindavana, headed by the gopis, were always completely attached to me with deepest love. Therefore, when my uncle Akrura brought my brother Balarama and me to the city of Mathura, the residents of Vrindavana suffered extreme mental distress because of separation from me and could not find any other source of happiness. Dear Uddhava, all of those nights that the gopis spent with me, their most dearly beloved in the land of Vrindavana, seemed to them to pass in less than a moment. Bereft of my association, however, the gopis felt that those same nights dragged on forever, as if each night were equal to a day of Brahma. Dear Uddhava, just as just as great sages in yoga trance merge into self-realization, like rivers merging into the ocean, and are uh, thus not aware of material names and forms. Similarly, the gopis of Vrindavan uh, were so completely attached to me within their minds that they could not think of their own bodies, or if this world, or of this world or of their future lives. Their entire consciousness was simply bound up in me. All those hundreds of thousands of gopis understanding me to be
We can
their
start
most.
here, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, we can stop here for reading here.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.